Right. I'm going to close some windows here. Closing windows.
Hello, viewers.
Hello, viewers. And here we are back. Sorry.
Fangirl.
Yay. We missed last week because of family obligations. Those happen sometimes. I may have actually not been here tonight if they had turned our AC off again today.
Why do they keep turning your air off? That's inhumane.
It really is when it's like 115 degrees out. But it's to save energy so we don't have blackouts. Which would be even
the place we lived in when Reese was being born would have rolling brownouts in the summer.
Oh God, yeah.
Apartments would just lose half power on a rotating basis. Which is insane in Florida in the summer. Yeah.
Oh, I bet. That's got to be even worse with the humidity. Okay, so
one time a tree burst into flames behind our house spontaneously.
Oh my gosh.
That's how hot it was.
Oh my gosh, that is hot. Wow. Well, we have a lot of fires here right now too. I caught a picture that Terry Matalas posted. Hello from the apocalypse, and all you see is all the smoke rolling across the sun. And I'm just like, it's funny, but it's not, because it's terrifying, because that's only like an hour and a half away from me.
I know. I remember in Florida, like the entire state would just be on fire in like March and then again in September.
That's us just all summer. Right now it's been all year round for like the last 2 years.
Here we're more likely to flood.
Yeah.
Like everything is rotting right now because it keeps raining.
Yeah. I wish it would rain here. The people in the world need to just send all their unneeded rain to California right now.
Just like smooth it out across the surface of the planet.
Seriously, it's ridiculous how little rain we've gotten in the last like 2 years.
I know.
But anyways, we're not here to talk about the state of California's weather.
We're not here to talk about fire.
No.
We're here to talk about spaceships.
Yes, spaceships and awesome storylines and amazing actors and actresses and angry vaginas.
Angry vaginas. And goo. There's so much goo these two episodes.
Oh my God, the goo. It's like everywhere. Yeah, I gotta wonder, who the hell has Johnny been dating?
Hey, like vagina was not the first thought that I had.
No, me neither. And yeah. That was And then the angry vaginas, because that's officially what they'll be called from ever and ever, are apparently are scared of Gavin. They want nothing to do with
what
Gavin.
That's about. That was like the most interesting part of the episode for me, where he was just like, he put his hand up on the thing and it was like
no, don't touch me.
Like millions of them, and they won't even go near him, even though they could easily overpower him.
Yeah, there's
what's
something
going on
there.
with Dav?
Right?
What is going on with Dav?
Yes. What is going on with Davin? We need more information. They're not giving us enough. They're not giving us enough every week.
They don't have any. And they're only just now starting to get to where they're like, we really want to know these answers.
Yeah. They're like, what's going on? And I don't know. I'm like completely confused with Potter's storyline, because like she escapes from evil Dr. Doom. That's his name forever and ever. Dr. Doom. Outside of Old Town, she escapes him, gets knocked out while she's contacting Johnny, and gets dragged off to be sold into slavery.
Yeah, and then like arm wrestles and gets out of marriage after that.
Right? It's like, what?
I'm happy that she's doing stuff, but it's weird stuff.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And I get that she's like, oh, I have to travel around the planet and let people know they're gonna build a fence around all the towns on the planet, and it's like,
but Like, was she gonna walk across the salt
Seriously?
flat?
Right? and then
You got
Johnny's
a
like,
spaceship.
well, then Johnny's like, well, come on the spaceship and we'll, you can figure out what we're going to do. Oh, hold on. We're going to take you off planet and take you halfway across the galaxy to drop off these kids at this private school.
Which he's got no problem with. And it turned out they needed a doctor anyway to identify that other kind of goo.
Yep, more goo. More goo.
More goo.
I think this is going to be the season of goo on Killjoys.
I think it is. It already is. Out of 4 episodes, 3 of them involved goo.
Yeah, 3 of them involved goo because we had the green goo in the first episode. There was no goo in the second episode, but people were turned to dust.
Yeah.
Then we had the angry vagina goo.
Which
and
might
the
be
DNA.
the same thing as the green goo.
Yeah, and then we had the DNA goo.
And then we had the DNA goo.
The DNA goo. That sounds like
goo.
Yeah. It sounds
like one word.
DNA goo.
It's DNA goo. It's probably a really disgusting food from somewhere. DNA goo. Like space food.
I will never eat that. Yes, space food. I will never eat that.
I feel bad for those kids though. Like those kids thought that they were getting some sort of lottery to go to some fancy school.
Well, like initially, it does seem like that was what they were doing because, like, the chick who had the hots for Dutch. I guess everybody has the hots for Dutch. That's just going to be a theme. What am I saying? I have the hots for Dutch. What am I saying?
It's fine.
She's
the more people Dutch can,
woman, you know.
The more people Dutch can kiss, the better.
Right. But she said that initially the whole idea was that, yes, they are educating the kids, but, we don't have to deal with all the kid problems. We just stick them in the machine.
Like having kids.
And we educate them, and then they go home, and they make better people of themselves.
And then she said that she had, like, tweaked the program so that they were a living human seed bank for all their culture.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
I was like, oh,
that's like an arc. Work. Like, why? What's going on with your rich people culture that you need a seed bank?
Yeah, like how inbred are the rich people? Because what's his name even said that there was a lot of inbreeding. Dr. Doom.
Yeah, that's why he had his heart problem.
Yeah, because of inbreeding. So I'm wondering if
Dulcea said the same thing. She was like, "We're a very inbred group."
Yeah, so they're looking for smart people to use, I guess, their DNA to broaden the DNA spectrum among the rich.
Or something.
Powerful. Yeah.
Maybe it's more memory transferring. Maybe the rich old people are trying to take over the kids, and they're working on that technology.
Yeah, that's
and maybe it'll converge. Maybe it'll converge with that memory that Dav saw and that the kid also got, the one who escaped.
Yeah, the baby. What happened? The baby last season that they had to get to the 9 on that certain planet before it was born, because if it wasn't born on planet, it couldn't take.
Yeah, then it wouldn't count. Yeah.
So there's
I
that
forgot
too.
about that.
It just popped into my head, so don't feel bad.
I forgot about that. Baby, I did not rewatch this season before it started.
I didn't either because Killjoys isn't anywhere to stream. That's
I know it's a lot harder to find than say 12 Monkeys, which is everywhere. It's on all the platforms.
And then DarkMatter is streaming on Netflix, I want to say.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have time. I'm trying to get through other shows.
Right. Killjoys is made by a production company that is related to the one that makes Orphan Black. So I guess that they sort of have a lockdown on their shows.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a bummer because I would love to keep Orphan Black.
Orphan Black is so good.
That's so what I keep hearing.
So weird. And Tatiana Maslany really should have been getting all the awards her entire life. She should have been getting awards before the show happened because she's just that good.
Yeah.
Like this is an award for something you're going to do in 5 years because it's that good.
Was it at the Paley event? Emily Hampshire. Somebody asked her, "How did you prepare to talk to yourself when it was old Jennifer talking to young Jennifer in Resurrection?" And she's like, "I went to my best friend," and she's like, "Maisley, is that right?"
Maslany, Tatiana.
Maslany. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I will learn these things. I promise.
In the after show for Orphan Black, they all just call her Tat.
Okay, but she said she talked to her, and she says, "What do I do? How do I do this?" And she's just like, have somebody you trust stand in for the other person while you're filming your scenes.
It was done really well. I think they must have all talked to the people that do Orphan Black.
Orphan Black, right?
That was so good. But that's the wrong show.
Yes.
We're supposed to be talking about Killjoys.
Though Killjoys gets a 12 Monkeys rep for having both a baby duck and baby daddy in the episodes.
It's true.
I was just like sitting there watching
that.
I know, I hope so too. That'd be adorable. And then he has to have a scene. He was better in no offense to the little actor. The little actor is amazing. But he was very odd. He came off very odd and like I don't know, I can't explain it. It was like not your normal little 5-year-old in 12 Monkeys. There was something there, and I'm pretty sure that was just how he was told to act this way because Cole is special and there's something there. And then in Killjoys, the little actor acted like your atypical probably 6-7-year-old because it's been almost 2 years now since that episode of 12 Monkeys.
But he was such a snot. But like he was cursing and he was harassing the adults. He was like, "Fine, I'll find it myself."
Tell your child to stop kicking my ship. Why is it my child? My children are behaving.
That was so good.
I love that.
Davin being all like, "I'm not gonna babysit," and then totally babysitting and doing a really good job the entire episode.
Yes, he was the babysitter. It was awesome. I loved it. He's like, "Little people, are you okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're right here."
That was so great. I want more episodes of Dav with kids.
Yes, we need more Davin and kids.
They should have just I say every time there's an awesome new character, I want them to keep that person, and Lucy would be so full of people if they listen to me. But they really need to keep these kids.
we need to get Cyborg Girl back. We need the kids back. You know, we can just get rid of Potter. I'm cool with it. She's annoying. No offense.
We need Pre all the time.
Yes, Pre is amazing.
I need Pre every episode. With his like gold head spots this week.
And then they took the kids to the Scarback colony.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up with that? Yeah. So we will probably see little Jake again. And Olin. Jake and Olin. That were their names. See, I can remember that crap. I can remember minor character names.
You can remember children.
I don't remember the two girls' names. I just remember the little boy.
I don't think one of them was like Zosha or something. I don't think we knew the other one. It might have been. It was something like Zosha.
Yeah, they weren't as important as Jake and Olin.
Well, one was smug, and the other one didn't say anything.
Oh my gosh. And then I got the whole idea that the caretaker for the school, she knew Dutch, but I think she knew Potter too.
Maybe.
Because when Potter came off this ship with Johnny and Davin, she's like, "Oh no, not you too." So I wasn't sure if she meant Johnny or if she meant Potter. Because she wouldn't have known Dutch or Davin at all.
Yeah. I think that well, didn't they say that Potter and Del and Dutch all grew up together or grew up in the same circles?
Yeah, because Well, I got the idea that Dell was raised very similar to Dutch by what's his name?
Well, she did say like "Daddy loves me better."
Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering if they were raised very close together, like siblings. But then that makes the kiss really creepy.
That was so funny though. She's like, what? And then the girl just goes like, and like mashes her face to keep her from opening her mouth. After putting the hair there, like, yeah. That was funny. The second she had to breathe on that thing at the beginning, I was like, someone's gonna have to kiss her.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I kind of like originally though when that happened, I'm like, oh, it's gonna have to be Davin. Davin always gets to be the lucky one to kiss that girl, and then they did a 180 and it got to be Dutch, and I was like, all right, go sci-fi.
Then it was fun, yeah.
Yeah. Because like Davin's the muscly pretty boy in the show. He's not really all that smart. And he needs to be rescued all the time.
I know, he's such a damsel. He's smarter than he lets on, but Johnny and Dutch are so much more smarter that he's fine with being the meathead.
The dumb blonde. He's the meathead. Yes.
He's their tank.
Yeah, but he's pretty, so he always gets the girls. And then, you got Johnny. He fell in love with the pregnant chick with the baby that they had to get back to the planet before the baby was born, because he was in love with her. And then, of course, he loves Potter. But, he was totally hot for Cyborg Girl. So it's like, can Johnny please get a girl that's going to stick with him?
Right?
Or not die?
Or not brush him off later? Because wasn't he making out with Potter last season when she was still drugged up?
Yeah. That confused me. I thought she couldn't get off that drug.
I thought so,
I swear they said that she couldn't be weaned off of it. It would kill her, and they had to get her more of the drug. And now all of a sudden she's weaned off of it?
I vaguely remember that there was a plot about that. I don't remember what happened with it, though.
Yeah, they had to go through some loops and back jumps and all this crap to get that drug for her so she wouldn't die.
Yeah, so that she could do her job.
So I'm kind of like, okay, is this a plot hole? Are they going to just ignore the fact that this woman needs this drug to live? Or
maybe she's got plenty of it right now, and later it'll matter when she runs out.
Yeah. I hope we don't have to go through we have to go through all these back-bending loops to save Potter again, because that's going to get really old really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to spend an episode every season saving Potter because of her drug addiction. I'm going to get annoyed really fast.
Right?
She is a character I would have dumped by the roadside like 6 books ago.
Speaking of Potter, do you get the idea, like I do, that Lucy is jealous of her?
Oh, yes. Lucy does not like Potter.
Like that one part where they were looking for her on the salt flat, and she's like, this is where the coordinates came from. If she hasn't answered by now, she's probably dead.
Yeah, if she's not here, she's probably dead. I love that.
Dead. Lucy agrees with you. She would have left her somewhere.
I don't think, me and Lucy have the same mind. Potter is like dead weight. I mean, she's useful as a doctor, but beyond that, what can she do?
She's got more to do already. I was super happy that she was doing stuff in this episode.
Yeah, like she's screwed over.
That was neat. She's inconsistent. Her story is weird, like you said.
Well, we know she's one of the 9. We know she's from one of the 9 families, but we don't know which one.
Her mom is like the leader or something.
Yeah, and it's like, we're just gonna let our daughter die. Oh my God, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Her dad was Adler. I forgot about that.
He's Dadler.
Too bad in 12 Monkeys he didn't have a daughter, because that would have been funny as.
That would have been funny. Maybe he's from the future. It's all gonna connect. It'll be fine. All the shows will be one universe.
That would be awesome. Well, technically, the crew of DarkMatter could probably end up meeting up with the crew of Killjoys because outer space is huge.
Yeah, and Killjoys is mostly based around 4 planets in one system. But there are other ones because Klein and Fancy Lee are headed off towards a 5th planet that we've only just heard of, where the Jacobies are from.
The Jacobies.
That's exciting, though, because I really want to know what's outside the 4 planets.
Yes, agreed. I cannot wait to see what Klein and Fancy Lee. Fancy Lee? Is that really his name?
Fancy Lee. His name is Fancy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fancy Lee.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
He's so exciting. I love Fancy. I'm glad that he's getting to stick around more, even if he is slightly zombified by the green goo.
Yes.
But then, like, that whole ending scene, Klein, like, Fancy takes out all those guys, and then Klein is, like, neatly done, and there's blood everywhere. And I'm like, if that's neat, what is your definition of dirty?
Right?
Just blow up the whole ship?
That was neat. All right, lots of blood. That works. Where's
you just vaporize them.
Where's the little mouse droids that can go around and clean everything up?
They must have a Roomba.
They must. Ew.
I mean, it's the future. There should be lots of Roombas.
Yeah, little mouse droids, like in Star Wars.
Or like DRD, like in Farscape.
Yes.
So I think Killjoys is just starting to kick off their story.
Yeah,
like they're getting little pieces of it. I don't know what this season is doing yet.
Me neither. It's like, I mean, I get that last season was setting up storylines and character arcs and getting us to know the characters, and then all of a sudden this season it's like, oh, we're going to throw you into a whole mess of shit. And I love it.
And it's all this little tiny fractures, like Dav is immune to the thing. We're not sure what the thing is. We're gonna find out what the thing is by doing these other jobs.
Nobody has ever been immune to it, and now David is. How perfect.
Nobody has ever been immune. If somebody made him immune, that person is gonna find out and is gonna show up.
Yeah.
We still don't know what happened in that space that Dav doesn't remember.
Yeah. And then we have the whole memory of Dutch being on that planet killing people.
Which may be a memory from 200 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, Starbacks haven't been there in that long.
Right. So, like, is Dutch, like, really old and we don't know this?
Or a clone? Or a reincarnation?
Right.
Or a clone incarnation?
Clone incarnation.
What? Cat? What?
Or she could be, like, they could have cloned her body and then transferred her consciousness back into her own body, but erased some of her memories.
Maybe. Or they were going to, and they haven't yet.
Yeah. Like, they've just let her...
Yeah. Well, she was, like, raised up from a very young age for something specific, so...
Yeah, by Klein, so...
By Klein, who is also involved with all the green goo.
Yeah, Klein is involved with the green goo. There is no doubt about that. What's going on?
It's also part of their computer system, apparently.
Yeah, that's interesting too. It's like, goo is our computer. I have to touch goo to use the internet now. No, I don't want that. I feel lonely. I have no cats up here with me today.
I'm wondering if the slime being part of the computer means that all the level 6s, I'm like being attacked by tentacles. All the level 6s can be like networked together and controlled.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too, because the level 6s would then be like one giant mass hive computer mind.
Yeah, and like they seem to be completely loyal to Klein, but why? And why would other people be paying for that?
Yeah, like why would other people pay for loyalty decline unless I know
And not like
yeah. Wouldn't people want their soldiers to be loyal to them?
what I'm saying. Like the company or the rack and whatever the difference of the two is.
Mm-hmm.
Still fuzzy on that. I thought they were the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I guess not. Though apparently we want to avoid both of them now.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what happens with their side projects that Turin is sending them on.
Yeah,
with his luscious red hair.
With his what?
His luscious red hair. He's just like
yes. He
like
still
a
looks
shampoo
like
commercial.
I can't believe I didn't recognize him sooner. That's it. You having to say that was like, oh, was it him? And I had to go look.
Yeah, he was also
cool.
on Nikita.
Oh,
He was the doctor on Nikita. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
At the beginning, anyway. I think he got killed later.
Yeah. Aw. Sorry. Sister posted pictures of one of my nieces.
Aw. I didn't even know you had a sister.
I have an older sister and 5 nieces and nephews.
That's a lot of nieces and nephews.
My sister has a lot of kids. The oldest one is 21.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was 13 when he was born.
What?
And I think
Then just looking at me.
Is 3? Yeah, he'll be 3 in September, the youngest. So big span of time between children.
That's a big spread.
Yes, I think 21.
That's a big spread.
16, 11, 7, and 3. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, she's done. She's done.
She never gonna
She's
stop
done.
having kids.
She
They're
had
always
her
gonna be a kid.
tied after the youngest. And so she's done. I need my soda. My allergies have been driving me nuts today. It's like they make me feel like crap. But
I know.
I took a nap earlier today, and I'm like, they turned the AC off on me again today. There's no way I can do the show tonight because I couldn't have come upstairs.
Yeah. I was hanging out with my brother and I almost fell asleep. And he's like, "Hey, it's 9 o'clock," and I'm like, "What? We have to go back. We need to go home."
All right, let's cover that, and I guess we can move on to DarkMatter. It looks like our Killjoys DarkMatter show is going to be about an hour.
Yeah.
Because despite us having to cover 2 hours of shows this week, we're still covering it pretty rapidly. Even with us going.
Yeah, and there's not as it's not as story dense as certain other shows that we also do episodes for. But so Dav said that he was okay with anything that happened with Alvis because Alvis is uncomplicated, while him and Dutch are complicated. So truth or not truth?
I don't think that's true because you know Dav likes Dutch. He keeps dreaming about Dutch. I honestly think that if Dutch were to keep, and he is. You can just see it when he looks at her. He's like, we're gonna call him our damsel. He swoons over Dutch, and
he does. He gets like a heart
flying around his head,
starts singing.
But I think if she were to actually keep pursuing Elvis, which I was under the impression that was against their religious sect? Because I thought
I had thought there was something about that, but he doesn't seem all that fussed
so
about
maybe
it, and nobody else has said anything.
Yeah, under the assumption.
Maybe we were just assuming.
I honestly.
Maybe we were just assuming because we like.
If they follow TV show tropes where you have a guy who's totally obsessed with a girl, like Dab is with Dutch, and Dutch is dating somebody else, and Elvis, I honestly think we're gonna see Elvis and Davin come to blows over Dutch. If they follow your normal tropes. So far though,
If they follow,
has kind of avoided the atypical sci-fi show tropes.
That's true. They're doing a pretty good job of like skirting what you expect out of a ship show without being like super predictable. They're fun. They're not like really pushing the limits, but they're also not following the tropes word for word either.
Yes,
and boy, do they love the word shit.
It's like, wow.
Oh my god! Like, take a shot every time someone says shit.
I could do shots.
He's like, it's like someone was like, we're only allowed to have one swear word,
right?
So we're gonna use it a lot.
Every shit, damn shit. Yeah.
What is this shit?
But yeah, the cuss words, yeah, shit. They do use shit a lot.
I think it's funny that they just ran with the one swear word rather than inventing swear words.
Right.
Like a lot of other shows do.
But
this week we got
yeah. No, like Battlestar
like
Galactica
everything.
is the first one that comes to mind with fracking. Yeah.
And Farscape had Frel and Mivonks and Dren.
I could even get into Transformers with the word slag. Because slag was one of their cuss words.
Slag. That was also in
oh my God.
Nation, if you want to go way back. That was a racial slur.
I love that too. I think I caught it like on a replay on the Sci-Fi channel, not the CP channel. Yeah, the CI, back when it was really sci-fi.
It was really great. That was made by the same guy who made Farscape, actually, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Rockney.
Sequest.
He also made made something else. Sequest and
I'm gonna look.
Defiance, maybe? One of the other shows. He's made like 5 shows that I've watched.
In the movie database, to the rescue. Defiance, you were right. Constantine, he wrote an episode. He did Revolution. Cult, I saw both seasons, and I'm really bummed that I don't get another season. Farscape, Alien Nation, Sequest. Twilight. Oh, he wrote a lot of episodes of Twilight.
He's been around. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
my head full of awesome weird sci-fi. Like Twilight. Yeah.
Yeah, like but like Terry Matalas. We didn't know
he's not one of those big names like.
Yeah, we didn't know how much Terry Matalas had done until recently. Right?
Until oh my God, that's him too. And Travis Fickett, who may be fictional since I've never seen him anywhere.
It's like, Travis Fickett. Hello, you are not on Twitter.
Maybe he's always standing behind Terry, so the camera only sees Terry.
creepy.
So, do we want to go in? Do you have any
No,
any
I
points
think
you
I
want to say
covered
for
everything I
Killjoys
wanted
before we go into
to
DarkMatter?
talk about. For Killjoys, yeah. I think I'm good with Killjoys. So we can move on.
Killjoys, most of the time for Killjoys, my reaction is wow,
Oh, well,
or like I want
before
a
we move
spaceship.
on, to let you know, the only things Travis Fickett has worked on is 12 Monkeys, Nikita, and Terra Nova, all Terry Metalis works. So I'm guessing if Travis Fickett actually exists, he's one of Terry's very good friends. I think, yeah, I'm ready to move on to DarkMatter.
And the cutest android on the planet.
So beautiful and adorable, and I just love her to death. I want to hug her. I need to meet Zoe. I need to meet Zoe, the actress, because she just,
I know.
Oh my god, I follow her tweets and she just comes off as so sweet.
I want to just like hug her head. She's so cute.
Yes, she is adorable.
And the Android is grievously underappreciated by her crew.
Nobody noticed she wasn't back on the ship yet yesterday. I was like,
no. Like she was done.
I know, like, you guys, Android is not there. Android is not there. Do not leave without Android.
I know. And she doesn't have a personal designation. Nobody gave her a name. She didn't even get to be called Seven or something.
I don't know if it was like
she woke up after
picture that went around, or if it was an official sci-fi picture that went around, but she was designated as Zero. Yeah.
Zero.
Not like that.
I don't know.
But
that's never been in the
Seven
show.
Would be too close to 7 of 9. So
yeah,
she just officially.
That's true. I've been calling her. She's just Android on the show, but or robot if you're 3. But I've been calling her
that's
Android.
Basically what I've been calling her. Like Android. Yeah.
Android. I hope she gets to pick a name since they just started this whole storyline where she wants to be more human. Yeah. I don't know if we can trust what's his name.
Yeah, the other guy they helped off the planet, the prison planet. Shades of Riddick, what the fuck?
The other the other android guy that took her on her date.
He's creepy. I don't like him. He comes off as a
like I don't know if he was. He sounded like he was selling it too hard. Like, look how great it is.
And then I pretend we're feeling that they're looking at like some kind of an android uprising. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to come into play. I'm sure this character is not gone. No.
Oh, probably not.
Is it just me, or does? Yeah,
but she was so
oh my god! And in the dress, she was gorgeous.
I know. And he's like, "May I kiss you?" Like, and she was like, "Okay," before he even finished talking.
She's so adorable, and innocent, and she needs to be protected.
She does.
I
and
know.
5
She's
just
like,
left
I want to
her
do more shopping. All right. Like
that's
5.
Even though you're her best friend, she's stealing toothbrushes for you.
I'm just like,
take better care.
Like just yeah.
It's personal.
Oh, it was so cute, and it's just like I want to hug Android forever and day, and
so cute. Like every episode, I don't think there's enough Android. She could be in every scene, and I don't think there'd be enough.
Whoever was just sneezing.
It's my nephew. He's downstairs and he's just like his face is exploding. There it goes again. Joy says bless you.
And then we got 3 who goes off with his old buddies. And
dude,
but you know what? That in fact proves that he is a completely different person from Boone. Because Boone probably would have had absolutely no issues with what they were doing, keeping the kid captive, killing his parents. He probably would have no issues with it. Whereas
and stealing the payroll, that means like an entire village's
so in fact is that being 3 and being around, I'm going to say mostly 5, because sorry, everybody else is still kind of dubious. Yeah.
But also, I don't think they would be down with hurting children.
No, probably
and stuff
not.
Either.
Since none of them have really aimed to hurt 5. Except in last week's episode where everyone got mind wiped back to before the mind wipe.
But that just proves they're different too.
Yeah, it does really prove like the difference in character, because like Boone would have thrown 5 out of the airlock, because we see that very clearly he was willing to do that last season. Yeah. And where he kills this father figure, because that's what I got from the storyline, is that this older dude was like a father figure to Boone.
Yeah. But 3 only saw how horrible he was. He didn't have that sentimental connection from being raised by him.
And so he's like, nope, you're wrong, bang. 3 shot first.
Yeah. I'm wondering 3 shot first. I'm wondering if that guy like he just sort of seems to collect children. Like, did he do that with those other guys too?
I kind of wondered the same thing. Well, we're all dead now, so we'll never know. But
they're all dead. But like, he got 3 and raised him as a horrible son. He had those 2 other guys. One of them said he'd only been there a couple of months, but the other one said he was family.
Yeah, so it's a wonder.
And then he's got this new kid. He's got this new kid that they were going to kill his dad anyway. So what? He would just keep the new kid.
Yeah,
raise him too.
I have a feeling he probably killed Boone's family, because he told this whole story about how, I came, it was too late, your mom and dad were already dead, so I found you buried in the closet where your mom hid you. And I'm like, no.
Well, at that table scene, he actually said, "Is that what you tell yourself when you killed my parents?" Right. So that's what he figured anyway.
Right.
But like 3 should have known better. They knew that he had no memory, because they came right out and said, "We heard you had no memory." Right. So why are you believing what they say?
Right? It's like, dude, 3, you know better.
You know better. But I think that he just wanted
a connection.
He wanted something who he was, And then he found out that he was horrible. Yeah,
and that makes me sad, because 3 is like my third favorite character now. Because it's like,
I think I'd
say he's my third.
He's probably my fave.
He's like my third, because I love Android and I love 5. The only reason I watched the show initially was for 5.
Yeah. I think Android is probably my favorite, and then 3 is very close. And for some reason, I seem to think that there was one scene in one episode last season that made me ship them. 3 and Android would be so cute.
It would be. Yes.
It would be so cute. And probably Helen 2 around while she's not interested.
So, like, I'm back on this. Is 1 really dead? Because they still haven't, like, beyond the news reporting that, he's dead. But they keep bringing up the news report that he's dead, so I have a feeling he's not.
I feel like he's not either. Like he's gonna have a major
reveal.
Reveal.
Like mid-season reveal or something.
He already switched with Corso and he killed Corso rather than the other way around.
Right.
And he like faked the DNA in some way, or it was a clone.
Yeah.
Or he's got an android body or something. Like we know that they can take brain scans, so maybe he put his brain scan in someone else so they could get a different actor but keep the character.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's like, oh my god, what is going on with one? Because that would be a really bummer if that was it. That's how they did away with one.
I know, like that would be really bad.
We did away with one, but we gave you this Devon Sawa lookalike as the doctor now. Sorry, the doctor character, he reminds me of Devon Sawa. That's like all I could think of yesterday.
Maybe like in between Devon Sawa, like before Nikita, after Final Destination.
Hi, Barbara.
Or whatever he was in Final Destination.
He was gonna have to come over closer. Yes, he was. He was in the first one. Barbara says hi. Oh, you look fine.
I just look tired.
I dismantled my licorice.
I see you're playing up here. You're not talking about anything.
I'm talking about Dark Matter right now and how the one actor on the show reminds me of a very young Devon Sawa.
Oh.
And how they're maybe setting him up with 2 and maybe setting him up with 5.
Yeah, I got
like the show was like handing us some new ships. They were like, how about 4 and Nyx?
And how about 5 and I'm gonna be truthful. I know
his name is Devon on the show.
Devon, is it really?
I think so.
Funny. That's hilarious. The actor, the character who looks like Devon Sawa's name is Devon on the show.
It'd be hilarious if that's why his name is Devon.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that when I was watching it. Yeah, I will say this low key. I totally ship 5 and 3, and that's creepy because he's probably actually old enough to be her father. Though I kind of wonder about 5's age now because of this whole new we have to find her storyline.
They said that she was 16, but again, like, can we believe anything that we're told?
Right, exactly. Maybe she looks 16 because come on, we thought all through season 1 that 2 was a normal human being, and then she's got nanites in her, and she's super strong, and she can control the ship with her mind.
I feel like, speaking of that, I feel like Nyx is something similar.
Yeah,
she like learned how to. 4 has been fighting since he was born in a warrior society, and Nyx just
she learned how to fight him in like 2.2 seconds. Yeah.
He took on 2 at the beginning of the season.
It's too early for bed, and you took a nap earlier.
What's this all about? But what was I saying? I was saying a thing. You know, for the longest back on 5 and who we ship her with. For the longest time I shipped her with 6. Like they're trying real hard to tell me that's fatherly, and I'm like, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could handle it if he was gonna adopt her and all that, because that'd be cute.
Yeah.
But she's so little and he's so tall, and they were like he was the first one who listened to her without just calling her a kid.
Right.
And also I have 3 in Android, so I have no space for him with 5.
But I can have multiple ships. I ship Cole with everybody. Literally.
I ship 2 with everybody. Like,
yeah, but I could see her.
2's got chemistry with everyone.
See, I could see her doing an orgy with 1, 5, and 6. Like, no problem whatsoever. Except I don't think I'm sorry, I said 1, 5, and 6. I meant 1, 3, and 6. We could throw 5 in there too, because I could see that too.
It's a small ship.
It's a Raza orgy. That's what it is.
There's not that many people on the ship. They can just all be.
Well, we know
one.
We know she did the deed with 1.
Yeah, which maybe with 3.
Yeah,
or at least 3 told 1 that they had.
Right, and she never denied or confirmed.
I think at the time that he said that they hadn't, but then after that they actually did.
Right.
But then after that, 1 turned the other down, and I can't remember which one it was.
Right. But I don't know. It's just like, I love the relationship between 5 and 3. It's not fatherly in any way, shape, or form because, sorry, 3's too much of an asshole to be anybody's father. But
Dude,
you
right?
can
Even
tell,
if it was something bad.
right? You could tell you can just tell he likes 5 because, like, at the end of not this season or not this episode, but last episode, they have the options to wipe their minds back to who they were. And she came to see him for a reason, and he goes, "Don't worry, kid, I'm not going to do that."
Yeah,
So
and he was like, when he was going through that, when he was going through that box, he was like trying to make her laugh with that, like the rocket and stuff.
Yeah, it's just there's something there between them and between 3 and 5, and then you also have 5 and 6. There's something close there too, but I've never felt like 5 was close to 4, 2, and 1.
You know, there's a lot of fanfic of 5 and 4, but like they barely, right? Like they barely even talk on the show.
Yeah,
I think it's just because they're closest in age.
Yeah,
I think it's because they're closest in age. But you know, like future space societies don't have to have the same age rules, and we don't even know that she actually is 16.
Mm-hmm. I mean, God, back in the times of kings and queens, we got married when we were 12, so we don't know what space society is like at all.
And we especially don't know where any of these people are from, what that's like, because they're all from different places.
Yep.
So maybe she already has a husband and doesn't remember.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like with 5 or 3, he didn't even remember that he had a woman hidden in the hole, you know?
I know.
That makes me sad for him. That made me so sad.
No. That was the most human that Boone ever was when he found out, when 5 told him that she had died.
Yeah. And he was just like
he had to feel it all over again and feel it for real, because when she died, 3 didn't really remember her. He only knew what she had said.
Right. And like the little flashbacks that he saw while she was telling him. And then, you know, we have 5 or 3. 5 tells him when he's himself for that little bit of time. And she's like, "I'm sorry, the power went out and the pod lost power and she's perished."
Yeah.
And you could just see how much that hurt him.
And it hurt for real, even though he was a terrible person.
Yeah. You could tell he cared about that woman. I cannot remember her name. I'm sorry. It was last season. She was a one episode character. I think it was Sarah, yeah.
Something ordinary. But like I think out of all of them with their original brains, he was the most human, which is not saying much considering he was a horrible person.
Right. Because 4 totally went soldier mode. As soon as he got his mind back, he was a soldier. He was going to find 5 and
that was like the most he has ever spoken. He was practically chatty.
Yeah. And then one was, or two was straight out creepy as all get out.
Two was creepy. She was like full on psychopath. Is that how she came out of that program that made her? Like, did he build a psychopath, or did she go insane because of it?
I don't know. It's like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with two? Why are you acting like this? We need to get her disconnected from ship right now.
Right? That was alarming, because it'd be really cool if someone could control the ship, since
Right.
Android can't right now.
Right.
But like, not if it's gonna do that to her. That was creepy.
No.
And they said that if she had kept going, it would have driven her mad anyway.
Yeah, it
She
was
was already
obviously
halfway there.
already, yeah. Come back, house soda. Here we go. Our sponsor. No, I'm kidding. I
Dude,
swear,
if
this
we
is
could
like
get
all I ever seem to drink on this show is Diet Pepsi.
My lovely Godiva chocolates.
Ooh, I was eating red vine licorices, but now I am out. I've eaten them all.
If
After
anyone
dismantling.
wants to sponsor us, we're
Right.
fine with that.
Yeah, sponsors are great. Not really sponsoring us. Don't sue me.
Yeah. 3 gives me all the feels, like every time.
I know.
Everyone
adore
else-
him.
Everyone else would find out something about their past, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, or oh, that's neat, or oh, that's scary. With 3, it's always like, that's so sad.
I know. I honestly think from the get-go, I have a thing for the scruffy, abused little boys. I just do, and I can't help it. I mean, like, Barbara
Apparently.
will vouch for that. I always go for the scruffy, abused boys.
There's so many of those on this channel right now.
I know, right? So oddly enough, Gavin is not my type at all. I prefer Johnny.
Johnny is also a scruffy, abused orphan.
Yep.
And he was double orphan because he was left behind by Dav when Dav went to the army.
Yep, and he's just like, okay, fine, I'll be a killjoy. You know, it's surprising is. Go ahead. It's surprising though they introduced. I'm gonna go back on Killjoys here really quick because I had a thought. They introduced the school where they brought the really smart kids to be educated. Why wasn't Johnny taken? Because Johnny is obviously very smart.
Yeah, like, when did that school get established?
That would be
It seemed
something
like it
I
had
would
been
be-
there for a while.
Yeah, because it's like the law now. Before it used, they said, what was it? Maybe when Johnny was a kid, it wasn't mandatory because they said it used to not be mandatory.
And now it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is more, I feel like they're trying to slowly genocide the poor people.
Yeah,
because
that does seem.
They're walling off the cities and letting them die. They're taking the smart ones, leaving only the stupid ones and the criminals.
Yeah, it does seem that way. But you know what? The hardest people in the world are to kill off? The poor and
people.
uneducated. We're hardest.
They're the ones who have been having to stick up for themselves their whole lives.
They're the ones who know how to survive. If something catastrophic happened, I guarantee you isn't going to be no rich person surviving the apocalypse.
That's one of the best things of Walking Dead. The survivors are like the backwood Hicks and the country people and the poor people who are already scrabbling and fighting to survive.
Right. It's like,
so that's pretty great.
Yeah, you guys have lived on your high horses all these years, and now the world is ending. You think you're gonna get all the supplies? That's funny.
No.
Why do you think we don't see rich people in The Walking Dead?
That's what I'm saying.
We see.
Although it would be cool. It would be cool to me if the next community they ran into was like like doomsday preppers
Yes.
who were ready for it. Like they're
Yeah.
fine because they were ready for it.
That would be
Or,
cool
like-
if we saw some of that.
Or like a group of Mormons or something. Not Mormons, like Amish.
Yes.
The Amish never got electricity, so when you lose electricity, it's fine.
Well, we seen that in Z Nation. We ran into the Amish in Z Nation last season.
Really? I never saw Z Nation.
You should check it out. I think both seasons are on Netflix. They were the last time I looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that it was fun. Kittle's always trying to tell me to watch it.
It is really fun. It's a good break from the seriousness that is The Walking Dead.
Yeah. And I do need a break from that all the time.
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't even watched the second half of last season.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about the new season, and I'm like, I'm not caught up.
I was just talking to a friend of mine earlier today. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about this and this for next season of The Walking Dead. And she goes, I haven't even watched season 6 yet. I'm like, oh, you better get on it. And she goes, I'm thinking about rewatching the whole series. I'm like, oh, okay, you can do that too.
I mean, it's not very long seasons. It won't take long.
No. I haven't watched the first season since like the year after it was on TV, because like halfway through this first season I had to move, so I didn't have cable for several months, but I'm like, okay, I guess I bought the first season on DVD and then never bought another season because sorry, $50 for a season of a show is a little ridiculous.
I know. My brother buys like the deluxe sets that have like the zombie head with the spear through the eye and the tank with the heads in it.
Yeah.
He gets those ones. He's got them on display.
I have to make sure that the person I'm house sitting for shows me what channel Sci-Fi is on her cable. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I won't be able to watch the shows because, yeah.
You can go to the guide channel or
yeah, that's true.
Just click until you find it. It's usually somewhere around the same number.
Yeah. Or I could just search and look for Killjoys.
Yeah, true. True.
Oh.
Ow, my arm is hurting.
I'm sorry.
My everything is hurting.
But this episode was interesting in itself, but it didn't really feel like we got anywhere. It really felt like, I mean, no offense to the android storyline, because that was a good storyline, but the rest of it all just seemed like filler.
It kind of maybe was. I feel like it's lessons they had to learn because they've got these new crew members. They've got their memories still not back, but haunting them.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, here, have a little more background on 5 or 3. We still don't know why this woman is after 5. It's like, can we...
It would be hilarious if everywhere they go, someone is mad at 3. Like, that would be hilarious because they went to the prison and there was people who were mad at 3. They went away from the prison and there were people who were mad at 3.
Yes, I would love that. He's just like, why do I keep getting punched?
And he has no memory of any of it and chooses not to access those memories because he doesn't like who he was, and I would just die. It would be the best thing.
He's like, I'm trying to redeem myself. I'm sorry. Punch.
I don't remember screwing you over.
I'm sorry. Ow. Ow.
And they've still got 4's family guard after them.
Yeah, she hasn't been seen since episode 2. I'm sure she'll show up again soon.
Well, she was taking it personally when he just got away from her on the station. So when he gets off the station and gets away from her, how personally is she going to take it?
Right? You're like, I will hunt you till the ends of the galaxy. Basically.
Yeah.
What? I was just commenting, it's so cool up here. It's like, usually it's not this cool in the upstairs at this time of day. Let's see, what else? We didn't really do much with 1 or 2 and 4 this week.
Yeah. 4 just got to be shirtless for a minute.
Which was nice. Don't get me wrong. He is a very attractive man.
He made some comment about that on Twitter. I don't remember what he said, but it was like something along the lines of that should make you happy. Like, did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty neat, the whole thing with Nyx and 4, but it raised more questions than anything.
Yeah, sorry. Facebook had a sad, or Twitter technically had a sad post and it made me faces. I'm not sharing that. I am not sharing that. That is terrifying in itself. That young man there that says I'm the sexiest man alive is my 21-year-old nephew. That's just frightening, and I will not be posting that. No.
It's called a wristband.
So I think that's all my points.
And we basically covered my points in your points, so that worked.
Yeah. That's good. We have like minds.
We do. It works, so we're not arguing about things.
That would suck. That would be a much less interesting show to do.
I used to watch one where the two hosts just they never agreed on anything. It was just constant argument, and I finally think I gave up after like their 3rd episode, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Because like this is not entertaining. This is annoying.
No. That'd be fun for like 1 episode, maybe. Right?
Just to laugh at their stupidity, and then it's like, oh, okay.
And it's just like, no. I would love to see a crossover of these 2 shows, though.
Yes, that would be awesome to have to have Android interacting with Johnny, because Johnny would totally be into Android. There's no doubt in my mind that Johnny would be like, "Oh, I like you. I like the Android.
You're an Android.
That's so
I never
awesome,
saw one,
right?" And Dutch and 2 would probably hit it off pretty well. I don't know who Davin would get along with. Davin would probably end up fighting with 4 and 3.
Maybe he wouldn't get along with anyone, and he would just feel left out while they're having a great time.
For once, nobody likes him.
That would be hilarious.
Oh, I would love that. That would be priceless.
I am telling you, Sci-Fi needs to start doing bank holiday specials or Christmas specials, just like one-off episodes that are sort of in canon, like they're in character but not in canon.
Yes,
that would be fun.
So fun. I agree.
Just for all their shows, it would be so much fun.
We just toss the 12 Monkeys cast in with Killjoys and DarkMatter.
Just see what happens.
Oh, here, have some of the magicians too.
The splinter goes wrong.
Yes.
The splinter goes wrong and he winds up in 300 years in the future in a spaceship.
That would be awesome. Well, he is going to the future this next season.
So excited.
I
know.
Excited
there's a future.
Oh my gosh, I know. Because before, there was no future. They were saying within a generation, we're going to be dead.
Now there's a future and a giant new visualization that Jones built while she was all alone.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
See what happens?
When did you do this?
It's like Susan said. She's like, see what happens when introverts get some alone time. Like she upgraded her whole computer system.
She's like, I'm just gonna go scavenge things by myself, because obviously that's what she did. She took her shotgun. She took her shotgun, her dog, and her cigarettes.
Just went and badassed her way across the countryside so she could upgrade her systems.
Yes.
That was so awesome. Like, Jones is the best.
It was awesome. It's like, yes. Jones was so awesome in the season finale. She's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I was about to be erased, and then I wasn't erased, and then I had to figure out how to defend this place by myself. And
I'm sort of glad she doesn't remember evaporating,
being erased.
Yeah, because that would be alarming.
It would be very alarming.
But
you know, it's the thing I find the most hilarious of all of this. If that idiot hadn't killed Elena, none of this would have ever happened.
I'm saying.
I'm saying. Elena's death is literally the catalyst for 12 Monkeys.
For every damn thing that Ramsey has done since halfway through the first season.
Because the virus never even would have been thought of if Elena hadn't died, Ramsey wouldn't have gone nuts and traveled back to 1987.
I know.
None of it would have happened. So that's all I'm saying. Elena is the catalyst.
So someone needs to save her and stop ignoring that she existed. Oh my goodness. It is past 11. We made it past an hour for this one.
All right. I think we can wrap up. And I was thinking, I'll discuss what I was thinking once we stop recording, because we can decide that after. So this is a wrap for the Killjoys Dark Matter after show. We discussed all of our pertinent points of opinion and thought.
Yep, yeah.
And we will see you next Saturday at the same sci-fi time, same sci-fi channel. Ha! All right, see you later, guys. Bye.
And ending recording.